And welcome to day 2 of the Freebie Bootcamp. Today we are going to talk about the idea generation process. I'm just going to wait a little while for people to join. I can see somebody's watching. I can't see who. Please let me know in the comments. I would love that. Just inviting a couple. Okay. Hi, Alex. I'm so happy that you could come. Hi, Suzanne. Hi. Thank you for being here. Okay. So yesterday I laid out the groundwork, the fundamentals for what we will be doing for this week. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Abby. Hi, Kankutu. So happy to see you here. Okay, so yesterday was the groundwork for the rest of the week. The foundational understanding of what you need to understand in order to market yourself towards your ideal clients. Today, we are going to talk about idea generation for your freebie, because I see so many entrepreneurs that just don't know what they want to do, and they just put on a freebie that's not really leading up to their product. And that is something that I want to stress for you, because you want to sell an offering. You might have several offerings, but you actually need a freebie per offering. So don't think that you can just make one freebie and then that will sell everything. It can, but it will work so much stronger if you have one freebie that is directly linked to your offering. And then you can make the sales process from there. So what I want you to do, first of all, grab a pen and paper, if you can. Otherwise, I'll try to make a resource list for you afterwards. But if you can, grab a pen and paper, and then think, list down your offerings. What offerings do you have? And then pick one to begin with. Hi, Stephanie. So pick the product that you want to sell, the offering. It can be your core offer probably. And then what we're going to do to begin with is just basic brainstorming. So actually what I would suggest you to do is look at your competition to begin with. Not to copy them, but to get the process starting. So go on Pinterest or go on their blog or whatever and see what's interesting, what does people like and share. And then just write down the keywords for those topics. So let's say that you are a nutritionist, perhaps. Then what does other nutritionists do? What do they write about? And then just write down the keywords for that. If you are a business coach, then what does other business coach do? And then write down just the keywords for that. And then what you can do is go into Google Trends. And if you don't know that, it's very simple yet very effective tool. And here I am with my tea again. Okay, so Google Trend is a free tool to search keywords in your niche. And you can be very specific on, is it for global or is it for your country? And you can even say, you can put in a keyword and say, well, it has to be related to a sub category. So let's say you put in mindfulness. You can then say, my audience are global, so mindfulness, and then, but it has to be something with business, or it has to be something with health. And then it will show you the trend of just the word mindfulness, if that is what you choose, the trend of that search phrase in Google for a period of time. It will also show you which countries or which regions that search for that topic the most. But the thing with that is that it will show you related topics, and that's actually what I want you to look at. So if you take all of the keywords that you found when you looked at your competitors, put it into Google Trends, and then go down and look at the related topics, there you'll get a bunch of new keywords that people are searching for. Those related topics are people who have searched for meditation, if that's the example. People who have searched for meditation who has also searched for another topic, and Google Trend will show you the top search terms related to the initial topic, and then write down those. Then what you can do is go into BuzzSumo. It's BUZZSUMO, I think, .com. I think. I'll put it in afterwards. And that's also a free tool that looked at most popular content based on social media shares. So here, if you put in your key topics, you can see what people like and what they share. So you just get the juices flowing, so to say, for whatever topics are related to your niche. Okay, so this is just to get a lot of stuff out there, a lot of ideas, not picking anything, but just get the juices flowing and having a lot of ideas put down on paper. Then what I would suggest you to do is survey your audience. Do you have a Facebook group? At this time, with all of the topics that you've searched, you might have some ideas. Then ask your audience. Try not to be leading in your questions, but say, what are your challenge within this and that, whatever your topic is, and let them try to say what their challenges are. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm trying to actually take a look at your comments. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So research, what does your audience want? Okay, so this was all very basic ideas. But the thing with freebies is it's going to lead to your offering. You want to eventually sell something. And if you have been in business for a while, you might have noticed some of the same yes blockers, the same reasons as to why people are not buying your offering. It can be time. They might think that it will take too long, or they're too overwhelmed with the thought of, is there so many things that they need to do? They're not sure about you. Maybe there can be many different reasons as to why people are not buying your offering. You can actually use that knowledge to get a step before that now I'm losing my words here. English is my second language if you haven't figured out by now. By knowing what it is that your audience, why the audience is saying no to your offerings, you can go a step before that and make your freebie kind of help against those yes blockers. Does that make sense? Please let me know if it makes sense or if I'm just rambling. For instance, if If they feel that they don't know you well enough to invest in you, let's say you're a coach, that's a very personal offering, being maybe buying a 3 or 6 months coaching package. In that case, your freebie should be something where you really show who you are at the same time as showing your knowledge. So in that case, it might be a good idea to do something video-based, or it could be something like this, a live boot camp, where you'll be able to show who you are and what you know. If it's because they're too overwhelmed, then your freebie could be something that makes it more simple for them. Maybe this will explain a bit more. So basically, your freebie should fall into one of 3 categories. So 1, it could be a snippet of your core offering. So if you are a nutritionist and you sell a meal plan, it could be just a snippet of that meal plan. It could be, if you have an online course, it could be just one module of that online course. So people get a snippet of what it is that you do, and thereby they get a feeling of who you are and what it is that your course is about. And they already get a lot of learning out of it. Another reason, or another way that your freebie could be based on is give a taste of what it is that you do. So don't take a sample of what you do, but something related. So let's say that you're a social media strategist. A freebie could be some social media templates. Or if you do something about money manifestation, it could be a manifestation bootcamp. So the first one was a part of your entire program or offering. The second one was something that gives a taste of what you do. So again, if you're a social media strategist, it could be some templates. And the third one is to ask yourself what comes before the offering. The best way for me to explain that is actually using this exact bootcamp as an example. So I am going to launch a Facebook Ads 101 course. So taking you from, if you have never used Facebook Ads before, or you have but with not that much success, I'm going to make a tutorial of how to do step by step. So often entrepreneurs use Facebook ads for lead generation. And for lead generation, you might want to have a freebie. So that leads up to a freebie bootcamp, because when you're finished with this, you have a really good way of doing a good freebie. And then the next thing could be a lead generation Facebook ad. So in that way, this bootcamp would lead up to the offering. Does that make sense? Please let me know if it makes sense. Suzanne, I've seen a lot of similar messages, but it's really cool. Everyone delivers them differently. I'm not sure what that is a reference to. I hadn't thought of doing that. Give them a taste of what I do. Yes, definitely, Stephanie. So this was actually a very short one compared to yesterday, only half of the time. I hope it makes sense for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I will, yes it does, yes it does. Thank you, Kunkutu and Abby. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Kunkutu, I hope. Otherwise, please let me know. I'm very used to people not being able to pronounce my name, so I'm very aware of trying to pronounce other people's names. So please let me know. I will make a resource list after this Facebook Live, linking to the resources that I told you about and also the questions that I asked you to answer. Okay, so that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, whatever, please just write below and I will get back to you. Okay, bye.